The File Explorer is the first thing on my taskbar. To open it, press Windows key 1. Shift tab to get over to the left menu, Documents, Cell Workbooks, and I'm just pressing the letter of the folder name. So like I want to go to DCF, I press D as in Delta. And that's a quick way to navigate the File Explorer with the keyboard. I'm opening up today's workbook. Alt Tab, Alt F4 to close this. And it will open shortly. So here's today's workbook. This is the Unlevered DCF template that you have seen before. But the difference this time is I've added a circuit breaker. So that's going to allow me to change how interest income and interest expense is calculated. So let's do Control down arrow, go to the bottom of the model. I'll come here to interest expense, and this is what you can see. If H is in hotel 2, control left bracket is equal to 0, that's the circuit breaker. And we're going to be calculating the interest income and interest expense on the average of cash and debt balances. And if the circuit breaker is on, we'll be calculating interest income and interest expense based on the beginning cash and debt balances. So you can do Alt, F as in Foxtrot, T as in Tango, formulas, Alt I as in India, enter. You'll see there's the intentional circularity like you've seen in my other video for the Unlevered DCF. I will link that video in the description in case you want to see it. And so we're building in the intentional circularity here. Alt F as in Foxtrot, T as in Tango, arrow over, Alt I as in India to turn the iterative calculation back on so Excel knows the circularity is intentional. By calculating this based on the average of cash and debt balances, there is that circularity. But turning the circuit breaker on, so if I go F5, H is in hotel 2, arrow down, change it to 1. I've changed the calculation now to the beginning of cash and debt balances, and then I can change it back. And you'll notice, let's go down to the balance check row. The balance check is showing 0 for all time periods, which means the balance sheet is balancing when we calculate based on average of cash and debt balances. When we calculate based on beginning, it's still balancing at all periods. That tells you the model is working correctly. So by adding this circuit breaker, what happens is if the model starts reffing out, if there starts being a ton of errors, you can turn it on, Alt down arrow to change it to 1, Alt 0 to bring it back, and that will reset the model. That's why I built this circuit breaker in. And I also have the color coding flag where I built in conditional formatting to turn the colors on and off. So that's some key functionality here. If you haven't seen the first video, I highly encourage you to look at my full Unlevered DCF video. This video was mainly just to update you, the viewer, on the circuit breaker. So take this knowledge so that you can better calculate interest income and interest expense, build the circuit breaker in your model so that if it starts roughing out, you can reset it. Have a great day.